Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. Today we're going to be looking at the 157th running of the Belmont Stakes, which will be held once again at Saratoga Racetrack due to Belmont Park being renovated. So it will be run at 10 furlongs or a mile and a quarter. So it won't be the customary 12 furlongs. So we're going to go through the field. It's a field of 8. Nice field. And we're going to go through and look on the last starts of each of the runners. So let's get right into it. Okay, first up, we'll be looking on Hill Road and Uncaged. Hill Road is going to break from the 1 draw in the Belmont Stakes, and Uncaged will be breaking from the 4 draw. Hill Road, the son of Quality Road, trained by Chad Brown and ridden by Irad Ortiz. Uncaged, son of Curlin, trained by Todd Pletcher, will be ridden by Kendrick Karamouche. They last started in the Peter Pan Stakes. Let's have a look at it.
Peter Pan. They're off. Vassimo breaks very well. Has the speed. It's Vassimo who wants to be on the front end. Is hard sent here by Irad Ortiz Jr. Is intent on being on the front end, right there with Captain Cook. Still hustle on. Vassimo wanted to get there, but Captain Cook is going to be quickest, and Captain Cook will cross over from Annie Franco is in front. Switching right to the outside to stalk is Vassimo is now a clear second. McAfee is a close-up third. 2 lengths in front of Uncaged. Kendrick Karamouche well settled. Right there in 5th. At the rail is Surfside Moon and Junior Alvarado. Burton's Baytown is now progressing. Has taken that 5th position away, and that's going to push Surfside Moon back to 6th. Hill Road is towards the back end of the field with first pitch, and the trailer, Happily Delusional. Captain Cook shows the way. Captain Cook 23.36 for the opening quarter mile. Vassimo is watching right here from second, starts to move in closer, has been ridden along throughout. Vassimo and Captain Cook, they're still the top 2. McAfee under a patient ride here, and McAfee is traveling well, approaching a half mile left to go here in the Peter Pan. Uncaged gets the cue. Brereton's Baytown is trying to rally on, dropping back there at the rail with Surfside Moon. Hill Road is starting to commence a rally here, but is still about 5 lengths off the lead. First pitch, and the trailer, Happily Delusional. The leader is Captain Cook. Vassimo has been passed by a well-traveling McAfee, and McAfee is looming up on the outside. Captain Cook is encouraged to keep this advantage. They reach the top of the stretch, and Captain Cook is very stubborn and game towards the inside. McAfee continued to travel well, is ready to challenge, and McAfee to the outside. Hill Road is coming from 4 out of it, and here comes Hill Road with sights on the top 2. Captain Cook is in front. McAfee, these two shoulder to shoulder, and Hill Road about to join them both. McAfee's taking the lead. Here comes Hill Road with every single stride to win the Peter Pan. Hill Road over McAfee, then came Captain Cook and Surfside Moon in 1 minute 49.22 seconds in the Peter Pan.
Next up, we'll be looking at the Kentucky Derby winner from post number 2, Sovereignty, and 3rd place in the Kentucky Derby, Baeza. Sovereignty, the son of Into Mischief, trained by Belmont, will be ridden by Junior Alvarado, and Baeza, who will break from the 6th post in the Belmont Stakes. He's the son of Mackenzie, trained by John Sharif, will be ridden by Flavian Pratt. Their last start was the Kentucky Derby. Journalism was second in the Kentucky Derby, but he has a race since then. He ran in the Preakness, so we'll just be paying attention to Sovereignty and Baeza.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. Journalism is in a little bit of traffic early on here, but he came out of the gate okay. Citizen Bull and Neo Equos, as expected, to the front, but they've come well off the rail. And these two are setting the pace with Owen Almighty to the outside. East Avenue is away running in 4th. American Promise is 5th and down on the inside. Then Admire Daytona. Burnham Square is closer today. He's down on the rail, only about 5 lengths off the lead. Then Chunk of Gold. Journalism is saving ground into that turn. He's in the middle of the pack as Cold Battle goes up on the far outside with Render Judgment and Flying Mohawk. Then comes Publisher Baeza to the outside. Down toward the rail, Japan's Luxor Cafe leads Sovereignty. Tistastic and Sandman are next. And Final Gambit is the trailer as they race past this half mile in 46.23 seconds. So the pace is honest enough, set by the Baffert runners, Citizen Bull, and Neo Equos is pressing it on the outside. American Promise together with Owen Almighty, 3rd and 4th. Break of another 2.5 to East Avenue in 5th. Burnham Square is 6th on the inside. Brian Hernandez has him down on the rail like he did with Mystic Dan last year. They're about 6 lengths off the lead as they race for the far turn. Citizen Bull on the inside. Neo Equos on the outside. These two right together on the lead. American Promise comes under pressure. Owen Almighty is fourth by 2.5. Chunk of Gold is fifth, trying to get involved now with 5 lengths to make up. And meanwhile, we look back for Journalism. He's been swung to the outside by Umberto Rispoli, and he's picking off horses one by one on the far outside. Neo Equos is the leader at the top of the stretch. Journalism is on the move as they turn for home, and Sovereignty is coming with him on the outside. The two of them go right by with a furlong to run. Journalism and Sovereignty, nose to nose, down to the last 16th of a mile. Sovereignty has taken the lead. Journalism is second toward the inside. Baeza is third, but it will be Sovereignty to rule the Kentucky Derby. Journalism and Baeza were next. Final Gambit was...
Next up, we're going to have a look at Rodriguez. He'll come out of the 3-hole in the Belmont Stakes. Son of Authentic, trained by Bob Baffert, Mike Smith in the saddle. Let's see Rodriguez winning the Wood Memorial.
All set. And they're off in the Wood Memorial, presented by Resorts World Casino. Rodriguez right to the front with the early speed is going to get the rail, and it's Rodriguez with the pressure from Captain Cook, stalking from the outside, drifts out of touches in the 3-path. Then comes Tiger 24, is well settled at the rail, is in third. Not settled, a touch keen and wants to go is My Matoli, is in between horses in fourth. Wide Journey for Sand Devil early is in fifth. Very wide Grande. Orange Cap is in the 6th path here as they work to the backstretch. Moving through at the rail, that was Passion Rules, who's going to be mid-pack towards the back end of the field. You've got Statesman there with McAfee and Omaha. Omaha, the late runner, 23.31, and pretty tightly bunched here in the wood. It's Rodriguez in front, has a neck advantage. Captain Cook just watching the action here from second. Captain Cook and Manny Franco watching Rodriguez at the rail. My Matoli's gonna push forward. Grande out in the center of the racetrack has momentum for Dylan Davis. 4 across the racetrack through a 47.44 half-mile time. Passion Rules is saving ground towards the inside for Carmouche and moves on through. My Matoli's backed out of it. Sand Devils trying to run on. McAfee far back. Tiger 24, Statesman, Omaha. They're still chasing Mike Smith and Rodriguez. Captain Cook with every shot to run the front runner down. Here comes Grande, is trying to launch that rally. Passion Rules and Carmouche looking for a way through. Rodriguez turns it for home and has the lead. It's Rodriguez trying to open up, is doing just that. Rodriguez has now taken 3, almost 4 out of the field. Grande in the center of the racetrack is chased all the time here by Captain Cook. It is Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a 16th left to go. Rodriguez is opening up. It's a front-running score. The 100th running goes to Rodriguez. Mike Smith win it. They win the Wood Memorial, presented by Resorts World Casino. Grande finished second, Passion Rules third. Then came Captain Cook, trying to hold off the late rally there from McAfee. Final running time, 1 minute 48.15 seconds.
Next up, breaking from gate 5 will be Crudeau, the son of Justified, the Triple Crown winner. Todd Pletcher trained, John Velasquez rides. Let's have a look at Crudeau winning the Sir Barton Stakes at Pimlico.
Rolling line. Very clean start here. Crudeau on the inside, out well. Bear Claw Necklace sent along, Invictus outside of them. These three sprint on at a spirited early pace. Bold Diversion came out running in fourth in behind the leaders. And then Best Friend Rocket, who saves all the ground down toward the rail. A 3-wide trip for Authentic Gallop around that turn. Just a Fair Shake is the early trailer. Crudeau and Invictus are 1-2 as they begin their run onto the backstretch. The opening quarter mile, 23.32 seconds, and Crudeau's in front by 3/4 of a length. Invictus is second, Best Friend Rocket is third to the inside. An early move by Authentic Gallop, who goes up outside of horses into fourth. Then Bold Diversion and Bear Claw Necklace. They're tightly packed, only 2.5 lengths separate all of those, and another 2 lengths back to Just a Fair Shake. So they chase Crudeau up the backstretch, a 46.86 half mile. Entering the far turn, Crudeau the leader, 3/4 of a length. Best Friend Rocket and Invictus. Invictus is back into second now. Best Friend Rocket third to the inside. Authentic Gallop is fourth as they make their way around the turn. After that, it's Bear Claw, Necklace, and Just a Fair Shake. And now the trailer is Bold Diversion. Crudeau trying to take him all the way, and Fitness continues to run after him on the outside. Crudeau by a length and a half now as they come to the top of the stretch. John Velasquez and Crudeau come off the turn with an expanding lead. It's up to 2.5. A fresh challenge coming from Just a Fair Shake, who has moved up into second on the outside, but Crudeau's left him and the others behind. Oh, Crudeau's opening up. 5-6 lengths in front of the 16th pole. And Crudeau, for Todd Fletcher and John Velasquez in those Bobby Flay colors, they won it by 8 lengths on the wire. Just a Fair Shake was second.
And rounding out the field, breaking from gate 8, will be the anti-post favorite and the Preakness winner, Journalism, son of Curlin, trained by Michael McCarthy. Umberto Rispoli will ride. And from gate 8, Heart of Honor, son of Honor AP, trained by Jamie Osborne, will be ridden by Safi Osborne. And their last start was in the Preakness.
As two is goal-oriented. They're off in the Preakness. And Journalism is out very fast, but Clever again is the quickest and will take the lead with Longshot Gosker going up on the outside. So it's going to be these two to set the pace as they make that final trip past this historic grandstand. And then it's goal-oriented running in third and Hart held on the inside. And then American Promise in fourth. Journalism broke very well, but he's down on the inside moving into the turn as River Thames goes up 3 wide. Then Pay Billy Heart of Honor and late-running Sandman is racing 9 lengths from the front as they round that turn. 23.19 the opening quarter mile. And that's set by Clever again. And Jose Ortiz, they're out there by a length and a half over Gosker in second. Goal-oriented is tucked in third. Then to the outside comes River Thames. American Promise, the Dwayne Lucas runner under Nick Juarez, is fifth right now. 4 lengths from the front, and Umberto Rispoli has Journalism just to his inside, now being nudged along to keep up his Journalism. He nudged along here up the backstretch with 5 lengths to make up. Then Pay Billy, Sandman at the back with Heart of Honor. The half mile was 46.66 seconds. They make their way into the far turn. Clever again and Gosker, and these two are right together on the lead, with River Thames running in third. Goal-oriented is fourth. American Promise fifth on the outside. Journalism is still sixth. He's got a lot of ground to cover. He is still 5 lengths behind as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. Gosker, trying to pull off a huge upset here, has taken the lead on the outside. Clever again cuts the corner. Journalism is getting closer now. He's behind a wall of horses. He's looking for a place to go, and he's got nowhere to go. Oh, he bumped hard with Goal-oriented. In the meanwhile, Gosker's running the race of his life, and Sandman has entered the scene, and he has moved up on the far outside. Journalism is still running on. He's back into second. He might even win it. Here's the wire. Oh, my goodness. Journalism has won the Preakness Stakes in a performance like you read about.
Okay, so let's run down the field. So number 1 is Hill Road. Morning line is 10-1. Number 2 is Sovereignty. Morning line is 2-1. Number 3 is Rodriguez. Morning line is 6-1. Number 4 is Uncaged. Morning line is 30-1. Number 5 is Crudeau. Morning line is 15-1. Number 6 is Baeza. The morning line is 4-1. Number 7 is the anti-post favorite Journalism. Morning line 8-5. And number 8 is Heart of Honor. The morning line 30-1. Okay, the way I see this race play out, if this was going 12 furlongs, I think I would lean towards the speed, Rodriguez, because 12 furlongs, he's a strong pace horse. I don't think he has a problem with the distance, but going 12, he'd be able to relax a lot more, get a little more comfortable. But at 10 furlongs now, he's going to have Crudeau to deal with on the headline. So I think that's Todd Pletcher's plan, is to get Crudeau to try to get that pace hot. Crudeau is a strong pace horse too, but I don't know how he's going to handle the pressure of Rodriguez. Rodriguez is not a normal front runner. He knows how to rally, he knows how to kick on. So he's similar to Crudeau. I just think he's probably a little bit faster than Crudeau. But that's interesting to see how it plays out going this long, going 10 furlongs. But I think those are the two that are going to hook up. I don't think they're going to do each other any favors, but that's left to be seen. I think the horse that might make the first run on these might be Baeza. Baeza is the horse I like in the event because Baeza has 1 win Um, After he broke his maiden, he went right into the Santa Anita Derby, lost by a half a length to Journalism. His next start was the Kentucky Derby. In the slop, was way behind the field, didn't run how he likes to run. He prefers to sit stark in the pace. He didn't get a chance to start the pace in the mud. He was way off the pace. Came with a big run wide in the turn and finished third, but was catching Journalism at the finish in the Derby. And this is he's freshened up for this run. So I'm liking the chances here of Baeza. I think he might be the horse chasing the speed and probably gets the first run on the two big horses. Journalism, he came out of a tough race in the Preakness. He was bounced about at the top of the lane, but muscled his way through and came away with the win. So showed a lot of heart and courage there. I hope he came out of the race well, because sometimes horses get intimidated after being roughed up like that. But he's a strong, powerful horse. He's the morning line favorite. Probably gets first run on Sovereignty. Leaving that half mile, he's probably going to be the horse sent in chase of whoever has the lead at the half mile. And last time at 10 furlongs was in the Kentucky Derby, and maybe it was a slop. He didn't like the slop. He wasn't laying out in the stretch. He was staying on, but he wasn't really laying out, and he was being caught by Baeza, and he wasn't getting anywhere near Sovereignty after Sovereignty passed. So maybe a drier track here at Saratoga might be what the doctor ordered for this Journalism, but he is the morning line favorite. Sovereignty, in my opinion, the best closer in the race, will sit off the fractions and then try to come with a run in the stretch. He's the only horse in the race that has won at this distance, so the distance shouldn't be a problem to him. And once again, will be the horse finishing the strongest. Heart of Honor runs on, but class-wise, I don't know if he has the class really to match these horses. He will stay on in the end, so he probably will pass the tired horses in the stretch. He can, so he might get a share of the purse. Uncaged, that's the one I don't really fancy in this event, unless Todd Pletcher has something up his sleeve, and hoping that the pace sets up for Uncaged to make a move early. But that's left to be seen. But for me, I think I'm going to take a chance with Baeza. I'm giving Baeza the edge to get the first run coming off the turn and prove a tough nut to crack in the stretch. I think he does it over Sovereignty. Sovereignty is the only other horse that has won the distance. I just didn't like how Journalism wasn't quickening in the Derby at 10 furlongs. But he's obviously going to fight this out. But I'm giving Baeza the edge over Sovereignty, Journalism, and Rodriguez. All right, guys, that's it for me with the Belmont Stakes. And if you guys wagering, good luck. And as usual, stay safe.